It's all good in the Dawn studio today with Chef Ed of Victoria Freehouse. You know, sometimes they say that English cooking is a little bland and boring, but your next dish is anything but, thanks to the influence of India.
Exactly, yeah. Today we're making chicken tikka masala, which is sort of like an Anglo-British and Indian-influenced dish.
And tikka is T-I-K-K-A, and what does that mean, tikka?
So tikka is the marinated chicken style of cooking, the meat, and then the masala is the sauce that we're going to make to go with it.
Okay, well it already smells good in here. Lots of spices going on.
Yes.
Let's get cooking, Chef Ed.
Okay, so first we'll start with the spices. We have paprika, curry powder, turmeric, cumin, and garam masala. And if you have a good spice shop, you can get small quantities of these things, which is best to do fresh. And what we'll do first to start with the sauce is we're going to toast the spices.
Toast the spices.
Toast the spices
okay.
in the pan to bring all those flavors out.
And there's a lot of influence in English cooking in the UK with pieces or dishes from India, no?
Absolutely. They're crazy for curry in the UK. You can find curry shops everywhere, even more frequently than fish and chip shops sometimes. And chicken tikka masala is the most popular dish in the UK.
Okay, and that was a big lob of butter you just put in there?
Big lob of butter,
Big
yeah.
lob of butter.
So we have some fennel seed and coriander that I'm just going to sprinkle in. And I'm going to give you the very time-sensitive job of making sure that these don't
You
burn.
want to stir these?
Yeah, so just we're going to keep an eye on them.
Okay.
And you don't want them to burn. That would be bad.
You just want to toast them.
You just want them to toast, and what it will do is flavor the oil
Okay.
that you're going to be cooking with.
So that was the fennel.
So fennel seed and coriander seed
Okay.
For the sauce, and then I have red and white onion. So red onion is a little bit sweeter, so it's going to give a nice sort of sweeter flavor to this. So ideally you keep this on low, and you're going to toast it for maybe 5 or 6 minutes.
Okay.
Just
and
to
I have to ask you, because you just chopped these in the commercial break and we're not crying. So what's your secret?
My knife doubles as a samurai sword. It is extremely sharp, and I always tell my friends that a sharp knife is really the best tool that you can have in the kitchen. It just makes everything so much easier.
Okay.
So
I have little boys, so I don't have any sharp.
No sharp knives. Okay.
Right? And it's shun, S-H-U-N. That's your knife.
Shun, yeah.
Just because I'll get an email, somebody will ask me. So there you now you know.
What we have next is the aromatics. We have ginger and garlic, which is also going to get added to the sauce.
Okay, and this pan is on, it's just pretty low, right?
Right, so you just sort of want a nice simmer. This is kind of like making, like Sunday gravy, in that you can let it go all day. It's a simmer sauce. You really want it to cook for a very long time. And the longer cooking with this, the more those flavors will come out and just make really for a better sauce.
Now, it just went to temp 360. Is that okay?
That is
it's
fine.
Doing,
well,
right.
we want the
it's doing its own thing.
So we want it to start caramelizing just a little bit, the onions, and then we'll add in the rest of the vegetables.
Okay. And what are you chopping here again?
So this is garlic and ginger, and
Ooh.
That's gonna heighten this flavor. Over here I have the chicken. So the marinated part of the chicken, I use dark meat chicken just because I prefer it. I think it has a little bit more flavor, but you can use white meat chicken. You can use really any kind of protein in this.
Okay. And what's in that marinade?
So in this marinade is yogurt. So it's Greek yogurt. Like you want a really nice, thick, plain yogurt.
Okay.
And we have put some cinnamon, paprika, curry powder.
Okay.
And a little bit of garlic and ginger.
And by the way, all these spices, there are so many healing effects of, all these spices are good for your heart, for your body, for your immune system.
Absolutely. Ginger's great for you, cumin is great for you, cinnamon's great for you. It's all good for you.
So now you're taking the cutlets.
Right. So the chicken pieces I'm just going to put into the pan. And what you really want to do is try to get all of the marinade off, because you don't want it to burn. But I'm just going to cook it on both sides and essentially sort of cook it through.
Okay.
And we were talking earlier about how you can modify this dish if you didn't want to use chicken.
Yeah, because my 9-year-old Michael, as you know, is a vegetarian, so he's not going to eat chicken or cow or,
Right. So you can use tofu or seitan or something like that that doesn't contain any meat, and it'll just.
And you'd still put it in the marinade?
I would still marinate it. Maybe just omit the yogurt. You can just use some lemon juice and the same spices.
Okay.
Really let it soak into the tofu or whatever you're using, and then saute it just like this. The sauce is exactly the same, and you'll include it. If you can't eat dairy, you can use coconut milk instead, which is a nice substitute, and it really is just as rich of a flavor when it comes out. Nothing beats butter, but it's a good substitute.
As Julia Child said that, right?
Exactly, yeah.
A little butter, right?
So then this will cook down.
Okay.
And at the point in which all of this, you'll be able to smell it when it starts to get to the point when it's ready.
Okay.
So you'll add in your spices, and you shouldn't be afraid of the spices. You really want to.
So that's your paprika.
That's the cumin.
Cumin. Look at this color.
Garam masala, turmeric.
Turmeric. Okay.
And the curry powder.
Okay.
As I said before, there's a lot of great spice shops now, specialty spice stores, and you can get smaller quantities, so it's not sitting around in your cabinet, which is what you don't want. The other thing you can do is freeze the spices, and they will last a little bit longer.
Oh, that's a great tip. Okay, we're down to our final 30 seconds before we get to our final product. So where are we going now?
So this will cook down. You'll add in the tomato puree.
Okay.
And again, you'll cook this down
Okay.
further, and it'll sort of turn like a rust color. And
beautiful.
then at that point, you can add in some stock to thin it out a little bit, and then you want to cook that down probably for an hour, very, very low heat, and then you'll add your heavy cream.
Okay, we'll add the heavy cream, and we'll be right back. So am I making you hungry yet? We are back with Chef Ed, and Chef, it looks like the tikka masala sauce is good to go, so I'm going to hand you that.
Thank you. So now at this point, the chicken has cooked down, caramelized on both sides, and then we're going to take our finished sauce and just pour it in. And you're going to want this to come to a simmer.
Okay.
And it'll simmer for maybe 10 minutes. Just, you want to get all the flavors together, everything mixed in. And at that point, it'll be finished.
Oh, I can't even tell you, it smells so good with cinnamon and paprika and all these wonderful spices. And so at this point, it's ready. You can just plate it and put it on the rice. Move this over.
So this is some spiced jasmine rice. Just put this.
And what I love about, Victoria Freehouse, you always seem to have events. Tell me about Friday nights and Sundays, a lot of activities.
Sure. So every Friday we do a British beer tasting, which is a great way, if you're not familiar with British beer, to learn about it. We do 4 10-ounce half pints plus bar snack for $15.
And Sundays?
On Sundays we have a brunch from 11 to 4, and then Sundays at 4 o'clock we do a traditional British pub roast. So roast beef and Yorkshire pudding.
Yum, yum, yum.
Yeah.
And then this Saturday, actually, you have a Scottish event. So
this Saturday we're doing a Robert.
We're out of time, though. But it's so fun to have you here, and you got to come back.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chef
for having
Ed.
me.
Have a good one.